I'm Lauri Albert. Welcome into the spirit room. I am so excited to be here again. Yes, I'm trying to do this every week. Some weeks are better than others, right? So I'm super excited to be here and I can't wait to share with you some stuff, just stuff. It's really interesting because today, well, first of all, I'm part of this manifestation series, right? And I'm really excited because I'm one of the speakers. And you guys know, if you follow me at all, you know how into manifestation that I am. And it's really fascinating because I was watching some of the speakers on this series and I was like, you know what? I don't think, and we talk so much about the stuff that you have to do to manifest stuff. And I was like, you know what? I don't think we talk enough about the fact that anybody can do this. Anybody can manifest stuff. Yeah. And that means you can manifest anything. And you know what's funny? If I can, this is where my head goes, right? If I can manifest stuff, you can manifest stuff. That's really what I want to say because the reality is it's all about keeping ourselves up and positive and happy, right? As much as we can. We all have those days where we go down and, we're down in the doldrums. Is that even a word? I don't even know, right? But we can do anything we choose to do in our lives. We can. I mean, I have some amazing stories. I really do. I've got some amazing manifestation stories. And I'm not going to get into them today, but you know what? Hey, JB. Keith, how are you? Um, oh, that's okay. Thank you for coming, sort of, Keith. Checking in. I love that. The reality is that I want to tell you today, before we get into readings, I'm going to get into readings. Don't worry. Because oh my God, I've got like all these decks of cards in front of me today, right? Oracle cards, right? But I want to share something with you. Okay. Before I start readings, I want to throw out a few of my favorite affirmations. Okay. A couple of my affirmations are these. And let me just tell you, okay, as I say these affirmations, I want you to think to yourself, ooh, does that like strike you? Or do you kind of say, that one doesn't really do much for me? Okay. So I'm just going to start spouting out. And I had not planned this. So I have no idea what I'm about to say because before I do these, and you guys know this, before I give a reading or whatever, I always give it up to spirit. So this is going to be interesting. So I'm going to spout out some affirmations. And I feel like that spirit leads me to do this kind of thing so that because you guys need to, somebody that's here needs to hear these affirmations. Okay. All right. So let me just throw this out to you. And if you like it, take it. Take it with you. Put it on your phone as a reminder. Put it on a sticky note and put it in your bathroom mirror. Okay. So number one. Hi, Katrina. Number one, the first affirmation I would love to throw to you to see if it works for you. I am powerful. Right? Oh my gosh, right? So I have a friend who's going through a difficult time and the word powerful kept coming up, right? And I love that word. I mean, can you imagine if we all said to ourselves every day, I am powerful. Imagine what we could do with that day. Jeez, right? Okay, next one. Next one is a little bit more chilled, but we may need to say this to ourselves on those days. I mean, we're coming to the end of Mercury being retrograde, which means things are getting a little weirdness, So just imagine this. Take this one on for size. All is well. All is well. All is well. Wow. I love that, right? All is well. Take that. I mean, I love that. In terms of, you know what? Sitting here in the present moment, right here, right now, all is well. It is. All is well, right? Okay. Next one. You know what? It's so funny because I have my spirit guides talking to me in my ear. It's kind of like I have an earplug in, and and I got spirit telling me things in my ear, right? What about this one? Today is my day. Today is my day. Oh my God, right? Today I can do anything I put my mind to. I can do anything I put my mind to today. Oh God, right? Right? And then of course, you guys, if you have ever listened to me before, I am courageous. That's mine, right? Hey Bex, what's up? I am courageous. So Bex, we are, and anybody that just dropped in. Before I get into readings, I'm going to do readings. Before I get into readings, I'm just throwing out some affirmations because I felt really led to throw out some affirmations to you guys. And if it doesn't work for you, then throw it away. It's fine. But if it hits you here, if it hits you here, you know you're supposed to hear that today. Okay. I am courageous. And anybody that, like I said, anybody that follows me knows that that's me. I am courageous. And I have to tell you, the last month I've needed to be courageous. I've got, some health crap going on and I've got all this stuff and I'm trying to do so many things. I am courageous. Right? Okay. And then okay, so let's see. What other one do you want me to say? Spirit. Oh, I love when my guides just guide me. I know this sounds weird to say, but you know. Um how about this? I deserve abundance. I des I deserve abundance. How about that? Does anybody love that one? I deserve abundance. Say that to yourself because guess what? You do. You do deserve abundance. So, all right. So I just wanted to throw some of those out because, you know, it's really an amazing thing to take an affirmation and make it your own. Hi, Susan. You know, it's amazing. It's beautiful to be able to take on an affirmation and make it your own. So, all right. So I wanted to start off with that because, again, I just felt compelled today to talk about affirmations because you need to know, whoever is listening right now, you need to know that you are not in this alone and that you can do whatever it is that you decide you want for yourself and your life. So, all right, done. Okay, so now I've got my pen and my paper and I'm going to write out the list. Is there anybody that would like a reading? I have so many. Oh my God, you guys, I've got my oracle decks. I've got the Sacred Forest deck, which is Denise Lynn. Oh, this one's Denise Lynn too. Oh no, this one is not Denise Lynn. This is the Shaman's Dream. I'm starting to really, really love these cards, right? And then I've got the empowerment cards. So I'm going to do a whole bunch of those. I'm going to do whichever ones, right? Okay, Susan, you're first on the list. Okay, so I have been having, just so you know, internet issues all day. So I'm going to go as long as I can go, or I shouldn't say as long as I can go. That's crazy. I have a class tonight that I'm teaching. So yeah, right. Okay. So I'm going to go for an hour. We're going to see how long it goes. So if anybody wants a reading, you just type it into the chat. Boom. Okay. We're going to do our best. All right. So, Susan, what can I do for you? Do you have a question for the oracle cards? Do you have Oh, absolutely, JB, you're second. All right, great. Yay. Okay, so Susan. Oh, and then we've got Sue. Hi, Sue. Okay. All right. So we've got Susan is first. So, Susan, is there an area of your life that you would like some clarity on? Is there somebody specific that hopefully is waiting in the background to come through for you? What is in store for you? So, what exactly do you like? What area of your life, Susan, do you mean by that? Like, do you mean career wise? Do you mean love life wise? Let's like narrow that down just a little bit and see. Hi, Ryan. Okay, Ryan, you are on the list as well. Yeah, listen to me. So, Susan. Oh, okay. My nephew passed and would love to hear from him. Okay. All right. Okay. So let's see. Um, I'm getting, you know what I'm saying? I'm feeling like Susan, this is not a young like teenage boy. I'm feeling a little older than that. I'm actually kind of feeling like I'm feeling a little bit older, like late teens, 20s, something somewhere along there. And I feel like that he looked younger than he actually was. So yes. Oh, so Susan, yeses and nos. He was 32. Okay. Did he look younger than he actually was? Because I'm just getting this feeling like I feel like that he's showing me like this sort of younger body, but he was actually older. So that's kind of what I'm getting for that. Yes. Okay, good. Um Interesting. Okay, so I feel like that he's showing me a picture sort of it's starting to come into focus. I'll say it that way, Susan, right? In that I feel like that he's um starting to show me a time when he felt good, like he was in a good space in his life. Okay. And he's really interesting. He is really interesting. I feel like that he had this might sound strange to say, but I feel like he's telling me that he had many sort of facets to his life. And I don't know in what terms of that he means that. Like, I don't know if he had like three different jobs or, you know what I mean? Or I don't know what exactly his deal was, but I feel like that maybe he had a few different sides to him, like he was happy go lucky, but yet he was also a deep thinker. Actually, I feel like that's more of what it is. I feel like that he had two different like personal. I'm not going to say he was at like a Gemini or anything, like when you have two sides and stuff. But I'm getting the feeling like, oh, he was very moody. Yes, okay. But I feel like that he also had another side to him where he was kind of like, I'll say, happy-go-lucky in a sense. Okay. Um, I'm feeling, and he's being not very, I'll just say it this way, not very forthcoming as to how he crossed, but I do feel like it was kind of quick. Okay. I feel like that it was like, kind of like boom, kind of thing. He may have lingered for a little bit. So I'm feeling an event. Let me just put it to you this way. I'm feeling an event. What that event was, I'm not getting a real clear picture on, but he may have lingered for a little bit after the whatever the event was. Um, and I just want to say, I'm almost getting a feeling that he crossed himself over in some form. Now, whether it was an accidental overdose or whether it was on purpose or whether it was something, I'm kind of getting that feeling. And I'm in the last split second of his life, I'm kind of getting that he was a little bit like, oh crap, kind of thing. Um, I feel like that he's showing me he's moving away from that. He kind of doesn't want to talk too much about that. But I was asking him for validations, so he's giving me a little bit of that. Um, what he's showing me is that he was a little surprised at yes, on purpose. Okay. Yeah. He's not giving me too much of that, but he did kind of say that to me. I really want to say though, he was really surprised at his funeral. I'm not sure why. Okay. I'm getting there's like a shock of like I'm supposed to tell you he was there. He was at his he was at his funeral. Okay. So I'm gonna say that. Um he was just surprised. He was surprised at how people, what people were saying. He was surprised that at how it was. He was just surprised and happy. I feel like that he was a little bit happy with that. Um he was surprised that people actually gave a crap. And he said something else, but I'm not going to say. I know we can say whatever we want, but I still like to try to keep it a little bit, you know, not, like that. But yeah. Um All right, so let me just tell you this. There's something he's showing me. He wants me to stop talking about that now because he doesn't, he's not, okay. I'm just gonna say this and then I'm not gonna talk about it anymore. I'm saying this to him. Uh he's not happy with himself as to how he crossed. Okay, so I'm just gonna say that. However, he has moved forward and he has moved on. And he's not like, how can I say it this way? He's done, he's like, I feel like he's put it all aside. That's what I'm trying to say. He's put all of that aside and he's working on himself on the other side. And he's actually, I feel like that he's really intelligent. Some people wouldn't necessarily know that about him, but I'm getting that he was really intelligent. Susan, can you verify that? I'm feeling like he was really intelligent. And he's saying to me that, on the other side, he's like, I've been given this opportunity in a space of pure love. Um, this is him talking. Okay. He's saying, I've been given an opportunity in a space of pure love and to grow and to understand things that I wouldn't necessarily have understood had he stayed here. So he just wanted to say it that way. That's a really sort of intellectual way I feel of putting it. Because sometimes, they'll just say, whoa, I didn't realize, kind of thing. But he's putting it very intellectually. I'll put it to you that way. Okay. So now he wants me to stop talking about that. He wants to talk. He's showing me his shoes. What's the deal with the shoes? There's something about shoes. You need to tell me what's the deal with the shoes. I almost feel like that there's a little bit of red in the shoes, or there's something about, it's almost like he's lifting I'm just telling you, he's lifting his leg up and he's showing me his shoes. There's something about his shoes. It's almost like he's like, look, I've still got them on, or something like that, yeah. So if Susan, if you could like validate that in some way, shape, or form, it's really kind of interesting. Um, he's a really cool guy. I actually really like him. At first, he wasn't so. I'm not sure what's going on, but he's actually really not sure. He liked sneakers. Yeah, they were sneakers. They had like a side. It's almost like that they were a special sneaker, like one of those ones that was like, whatever, like $500 or something like that. He was really excited about those. But he's just, and he's laughing as I'm sitting here talking about that. He's like, I can get you to say, he's telling me this. Oh my God, this is so funny. He's saying, I could really have you say anything, can't I? And I'm like, no, I'm not going to say anything mean. that sort of thing. He's laughing. He's got a really interesting sense of humor, right? Because he's like, yeah, if I told you XYZ, you'd have to say it. And I said, no, I don't have to say it because I've got my own free will. He's like, I wouldn't say anything. He's saying to me, he's laughing and he's saying, I wouldn't make you say anything. Don't worry. So, Susan, okay, so here's the message for you. He's really funny. It took him a few minutes to get rolling here, and now he's hysterical, right? Okay. His message for you is this. He's like, thank you for looking out for the family. It's not, and he's saying to me, it's not like I ever did, but he sees now stuff that he couldn't have seen, well, that he couldn't have seen um before he passed. So he sees things in a different way now, and he sees how much you really do to try to keep the family together. So he appreciates that. Keep doing it. Please keep doing it. He's telling me, he's like, you tend to put yourself aside for other people, and he appreciates that. So Susan, I'm going to leave you with that. That was so beautiful. So also too, if you could say in the chat what his name was, just because does he mentions about his unborn child? No. Oh, so did he just pass? Maybe that's why he was at the beginning having a little bit of issue doing that. No, he has not mentioned that. Don't make that mean anything. He's getting the lay of the land over there. He's telling me. Okay. He's like, he sees everything and he knows what's going on. Okay. That's like his big message. Okay. So he knows what's going on, but he doesn't want to get too far into too much. Okay. And thank you. Jason is his name. Okay. He's a really great guy. Really great guy. And he appreciates you asking about him. So I'm going to leave you with that. Yay, Susan. Oh my God. Jason's great. Okay. So next on the list was Sue, I believe, because Sue came in after. Right. Okay. So Sue, are you still here? Sue, are you still here? Oh, Sue did say something. Do you see me living near my kids again? Am I moving? Will I buy another house? Is my dad watching and helping? Wow. Boom. That's a lot. Okay, let's see. Let's talk about your dad first. Something about his hands, Sue. Tell me, just give me yeses and nos. Something about his hands. Did he tinker a lot? Did your dad tinker with things? Did he like to build things or something with his fingers, something with his hands? He's showing me him working with his hands. Busy guy. I feel like he liked to be busy. I feel like that he liked to be busy because I'm starting to feel, you know. So I feel like I'm a little bit busy. He's telling me, he's like, you know what? Keeping my hands busy also kept my mind busy. And that was the reason why he liked to tinker. Okay. That's what he's telling me, Sue. So let me know if that makes sense to you. Okay. So I feel like that he's showing me, okay, so just give me yeses and nos on this. So Sue, he's showing me a boy, and I'm not saying that this boy is like young. I don't get the feeling that he's like that the boy is young. I'm getting the feeling that the boy is like a pseudo adult, right? And so I'm feeling like that he could have. Hi, Kelsey. I'm feeling like that he could have. Um, Hi, Erica. I'm feeling like that he could have. He did try to have like cool conversations with this boy. So, Sue, do you understand who that boy would be, or that guy, that young man? I don't know what he's talking about, but he's talking about the this boy. Here he's showing me him having these conversations with this boy. Here, let me ask you this then, Sue. Um, I'm feeling like that he is with this boy or this young man, and he hangs out with this young man. Would that make any sense to you? He actually hangs out with him, and I feel like that this boy kind of knows that he's there, you know? Okay, so just real quick, Erica, I'm going to put your name down because you asked a question, and Nancy, I'm putting you down on the list as well. Okay. All right. So just so everybody knows. Um, he feels like, okay, so Sue, he's telling me that he feels like that this young man is trying hard to do the right things in his life, and he's trying to do the right things in his life, and he feels like he's helping to steer him. Okay. So yes, let me know what your thoughts are on that. He's watching over my brother that I now live with. Okay. Okay. Got it. Got it. Okay. That makes sense then. Um, he's telling me he just wants to be very clear that it's not that he doesn't watch out for you, right? It's not like that you're forgotten in this whole equation. It's just that I guess your brother needs a little bit more of that attention. Okay. Um, oh, he's starting to tell me about a situation the other day. Um, what is he saying? He's talking to me about a situation that you were in the other day and you kind of were perplexed. You didn't exactly know what to do or how to handle it. And for just a minute, you were like, Dad, what do I do? Kind of thing. And he's telling me he was there. Do you remember that? It might have been a little while ago because time is weird on the other side. So I don't know when this would have been, but he's like recently. He's so cute. He's saying recently. Just say recently. There was a time when you didn't know what to do, but he was with you and he was trying to steer you. So you know what I'm talking about, Sue. Okay, great, great. Much love to you, Sue. He's really trying to be as active as he possibly can in your lives. Okay. Okay. Hi, Candace and Kelsey. I'm putting you down. Okay. He's trying to be as active as he possibly can. It's interesting because he's going back. Now, I'm just saying, right? And I don't think this would have been something that he would have grasped onto before he passed. But what he's saying to me, Sue, is that he really, Julia, hi, Julia. What he's saying to me, Sue, that's my sister-in-law, just so you know. What he's saying to me is that he liked the affirmations I talked about right at the beginning. And he wishes that you had more confidence in yourself. Okay. So he's like, ooh, tell her to listen to the beginning and pick one of those affirmations. And he's like, I like that. He's telling me this, right? He's saying, and I like the one with the power. I like that, you should feel powerful, Sue, right? You should feel powerful. Okay. So, hey, Carlene, you should feel powerful. He wants you to feel powerful in your life because you have the power. Sometimes you just don't let it out. That's what he's saying. Okay. So, Sue, I'm going to leave you with that. Oh, that was kind of exciting. Your dad's a beautiful soul. Beautiful soul. I love that. Love that. Makes total sense. Good, good. Awesome. Awesome. Okay, Sue, that was great. Okay, so JB, are you still here? JB, are you still here? Are you still here? JB. Oh, you're welcome, Sue. Okay, so JB. Oh, okay. Oh, very narcissistic landlord who is extremely difficult. Oh, I'm sorry. I've only been here as a tenant for 5 months. Do you see me moving? You see us having to go through court? Okay. Oh, good. Good, Sue. I hope that he loves you. He's so proud of you. So just so you know, Sue. Okay, so JB, you know what we're going to do? I am going to pull a card for you, JB. Okay. I love this. Okay. All right. So, oh wow, this one is like sticking out and it was like saying, "Okay, this is the card." All right, so JB, this is the card. Oh wow. This is great and I can't wait for you to see the card because and I already have the message right here, right? Look at that. It says joyful muse inspiration, all right? So now, first of all, look at the funny looking animal back there and look at the, the violin and the palette, okay? I want you to see that, okay? I want you to okay, this is the message I'm getting from your guides, all right? Regarding this, regarding this situation with your landlord, okay? Your guides are talking about you keeping it like a game, okay? Try really hard, and I know this is difficult, right? Try really hard not to buy into, okay, all of the BS, okay? Keep it keep yourself light when you're thinking about the landlord, okay? Oh, okay, Carlene, I'm putting you down. Um, so try to keep light, JB, around this landlord, okay? Now, in terms of going to court and all of that kind of stuff, um, I actually kind of feel like, all right, I feel like you may not like this message, but this is what I'm getting. I always give what I get, right? Um, I feel like that you should wait for a couple of weeks because I feel like some things are going to be happening. There are some things in play, all right, for the that are going to be happening in the next couple weeks, all right? And this is distinctly this is the message I'm getting. If you push an issue right now, it's not going to go very well. However, if you stop pushing the issue and just sit back and look at the bright side or look at the lighter side of it, right? Right? If you look at the lighter side of it, some other things are going to be happening over the next couple of weeks, and it's going to make things easier for you to deal with being able to get what you want out of this situation. Okay. Does that make sense to you? I really hope it does because that message, I don't usually get messages so much like that. But it feels really strong. Okay. Really, really strong. Okay. Ooh, Tarika, great question. Yes. So good luck to you, JB. Good luck, JB. Yes, as a matter of fact, the reason why I am doing all of this, I am live, you guys, right now, I am live on 3 Facebook pages and 3 YouTube channels, right? I am doing this in conjunction with evolveme.com. Okay. Evolveme.com is a spiritual community made up of everything that you can think of metaphysical, right? So you can go there and find a community that is good for you, right? My personal website is laurialbert.com, and you can go there and look. I have courses that are going to be coming up. We'll see. I'm not exactly sure. Again, I'm waiting. You're going to laugh. But if you understand, if you get how real Mercury being in retrograde, Courtney, you're so sweet, is Mercury being in retrograde, I am waiting the weeks out. Okay. So I'm not scheduling my next mediumship development course, but it's coming up. Okay. Just so you know, it's pretty funny. Pretty funny that I have to wait. So, yeah. So thank you, Courtney. Courtney's so sweet. Oh my God. All right. So, and you know what? I've got this I've got Spirit was talking to me today about a manifestation course or like a group. I was thinking of having like a group come in, for so anyway, super excited about that. All right. Anyway, all right. So JB, much love to you. I wish you the best, JB. You're welcome. Okay, next is Ryan. Ryan, are you still here? Ryan, are you still here? I don't even know why I keep doing that. Oh my God. Okay, so Ryan, is Ryan still here? Okay, I'll give another minute and then we'll move on. Tarika, you're so sweet. Oh my God, you're so nice. You're welcome. Oh, okay. Ryan is still here. Okay. Is my maternal great great grandmother wanting to connect with me? Ooh, this is so cool. Her name is Allie. I was told in a reading there was a woman in black that is with me at all times in spirit. Is that her? Yes, you're here. I gotcha. Um, let me see. Let me see, Ryan. Ooh, okay, it feels very now sometimes don't like make this mean anything too weird, right? But sometimes, especially if it's like a great great grandmother, oh wow, this lady is walking forward, and I'm kind of getting the feeling of more like a spirit guide for you. Now, that doesn't mean that it's not your great great grandmother. Let's see where this goes. Okay, so this lady is walking forward. Um, She's not telling me her name just yet. Again, if I say something weird, don't make it like that it doesn't make sense to you. Don't make it mean anything that it's bad. You know what I mean? That it's all negative and what all of that kind of thing. So, but this lady is stepping forward. Um, she's highlighting your like family tree and like have you been like doing a lot of like work on like ancestry.com or one of those things because I'm getting that there's she's showing me okay, so I haven't looked on there for a while, but I have an ancestry.com account, you know, kind of thing. Most people do at this point, I think. But she's showing me that screen, you know, the screen that's the actual tree. And she's showing me that and she's wow. Um let me ask you this. Do you have Ryan, do you have family that you know were like psychic or medium or even a witch? I dare I say it. Oh my god. The witch thing is like not even a big deal anymore, but it used to be, right? In the 1700s it used to be. So, do you actually know of anybody in your family that was psychic or a medium or a witch or a I should say a Wicca, you know, kind of thing? Hi, Isella. Okay, I'm putting you on the list. I don't know how many people I'm going to get through, but so Ryan, yeah. So let me know what your thoughts are on that. I'm feeling to tell you that you've got some spiritual gifts yourself. I'm really feeling drawn to tell you to start to really develop your intuition. Okay. This lady, I feel like that I have heard of healers and empaths in my family. Okay. Yeah. You know, whenever I use the word witch, that's usually a healer. Okay, just so you know. Um, I'm really getting the feeling that like this might sound strange, but there was a whole slew of healers in your Hi Karen, I'll put you down. There was a whole slew of like healers in your bloodline, okay? And it does feel maternal, by the way. It feels like the maternal side, okay? Whole slew of healers, but then the last several generations, it kind of got turned off, okay? And that doesn't don't make that mean anything. It's not like bad or anything, but like, you know, and as a matter of fact, actually, you know, my two grandmothers, I never knew this when they were alive, but they were both psychic. And I never knew, you know? Hi, Marie. I'm putting your name down. I never knew that my grandmothers were psychic. I learned that later. I learned that afterwards. So it does run in my family. I didn't think it did. So, yeah. So, Ryan, I have to talk to you about that. I feel like that that they want you to start to do some research in terms of the people in your life that had like intuition and that sort of thing. Okay. Okay, so Ryan, your great great grandmother, I feel like that there's several ladies, and I'm here to tell you these ladies are powerful. These ladies, you do not want to screw with these ladies, you know? You did not want to mess with these ladies. They are powerful, and I feel like that they're more, Ryan, more powerful than the men, the male people in your life. Okay? Um Yeah. So Ryan, let me know yeah, that is kind of a wow. That is kind of a wow. These ladies are very powerful. I feel like that, and I'm going to use a word that I don't use that often, but this whole gaggle of women behind me. And it's like this one lady walked forward and she's still not telling me if she is your great great grandmother, Allie. She's not telling me that. Okay. But I feel like actually, did you say that they were dressed in black? Because I'm seeing these ladies dressed in white. Okay. I'm seeing all of these ladies like dressed in white and they're all standing behind me. Right. And they are like sort of like I'm just gonna say it like this, like a congregation just for you. Okay. Um, I'm supposed to also tell you that now is a really good time for you to start to consider your intuition. Okay. This is what they're saying. And I know I said that before, but this is like, I'm supposed to say it a different way, I guess. Start to consider your own gut instinct, which is really intuition, which is really psychic. Okay. Right. So, yeah, I mean, the sort of the way of a lot of people that aren't into this stuff, we call it gut instinct, but it's really psychic. It's really your intuition, right? So I'm just going to say it to you that way. I think, okay, so now they're telling me that to go ahead and start to tell you about meditation. First of all, Ryan, do you meditate like at all? um you should start to meditate if you don't already. um And it doesn't have to be this big to do where you're sitting there going, oh, you don't have to do any of that. Okay. Just start to sit first thing in the morning because your mind is still sort of quiet from sleep, right? First thing in the morning, get up and sit for 5 or 10 minutes. Just sit. Thank you, Sue. Just sit, eyes closed, and just allow yourself just to be. Okay. Yeah, I know. We're all struggling with trying to meditate more, right? We all do. We all do. So, yeah, none of us meditate enough. Um, but I feel like, Ryan, if you start to have kind of a more of a consistency, a consistency in your meditation, this lady is going to start to come to you. Okay. She's not being very talkative to me, but I can feel her power. Okay. This woman is very powerful. And again, she could be your great great grandmother. She might not be. She's a guide for you at the very least. Okay. Now, guides can be our ancestors. So there's that, just so you know. Right. So start to meditate and see what starts to happen. If you can start to do that consistently, just sitting quietly for 10 minutes in the morning. These ladies are all like your power pack. you know? Yeah. So, yeah. So just sit with that. Um you guys know that you can Ryan, I'm saying this for you, but If you have any questions, you can email me at Lauri@laurialbert.com. Okay. Because I feel like that there's more that she might want to say, but she's not being forthcoming. She's just making me feel the power. Okay. So I wanted to say it to you that way. And oh, I'm supposed to give you one of the empowerment cards. Oh, okay. So Ryan, this card is for you. Oh my gosh. You've got a lot of stuff going on with you spiritually. Just throwing that out there, Ryan. Okay. All right. Let's see what this says. Oh my gosh. Before I show you this card, this is amazing. Okay. It says reconciliation. Reconciliation, Ryan. This is you reconciling with your gaggle of women back there, right? Let me read what the card says. Remember the source of love. A loving action is all you need to begin the process. Reach out with a simple first step. Oh my gosh. This is like the lady that I'm seeing dressed in white freaking out. She's not freaking out. I'm freaking out. Like, this is like her telling you an actual message. Remember the source of love. A loving action is all you need to begin the process. Whoa. Like, whoa. Okay. Reach out with a simple first step. In your meditation, that's a simple first step, clearly, right? That's like, wow, you guys, it is so powerful tonight. I wasn't feeling great earlier, and I was like, I'm going to power through. I'm going to do readings tonight, and we're going to have fun or whatever. And these like readings are turning out to be so powerful and so important, and I'm so glad I didn't cancel. Oh my God. So, wow. So, Ryan, much love to you. Good luck. Meditate and see what happens. Okay. Awesome. You're so welcome. Oh man, that was cool. That was really cool. Okay, Erica, you're next. Erica, come on down to the river. Don't ask me why I started singing that. That's going back 40 years. The older you get, I'm 58, and it's like 40 years ago, I was singing that song. It's like 40 years? I can't be that old, So, hi, Sue. All right, Erica. Nice. Okay. Mina, I'm putting you on the list. Okay. All right. So, Erica, is there somebody specific that you nice to see you? So Erica, is there somebody specific you want to hear from? Is there an area of your life you'd like some clarity on? I've got the Sacred Forest cards. I've got the Shaman's Dream cards, and I've got the Empowerment deck, which I love. I love my decks. I'm getting so, I used to never be into Oracle cards. I learned all of my stuff. I grew it with my gifts without Oracle cards, but lately, the last couple of years, a lot, right? Vicki Ellington, also, we are doing IVF, lots going on. Ooh, wow. Okay. Okay. So are you curious as to what's going to be going on with the IVF? Is that what your question is? Julie, yeah. Love you. So yeah, Erica, is that what you're talking about? You want to know like what's going to be happening with okay. Got it. Okay. You know what? I feel like I am supposed to pull a card for you, Erica. Okay. So I know that you're doing it with somebody else, but this reading is just going to be for you. Okay. That's what I'm getting. That this card is just for you. Okay. All right. Okay, pulling the card. All right. This is kind of interesting. This is really interesting considering we're talking about IVF. Look at this. It says the eye of the needle. Intentionality. Isn't that amazing? Oh my god, right? Because it is. It's like intention, you're doing things under the right intention. Okay. All right. So what I'm getting about the IVF for you, Erica, is I'm getting this. Oh my gosh. I'm getting hot, which means that spirit is here. It's like a lot of spirit activity. Um, I feel like that you do have a lot of help from the other side. Okay. And I do feel like that um there is this one lady specifically with you, Erica, that I'm really getting a feeling like she is like the one that is like there for you throughout this whole thing. And you may not even realize that she's there, to be honest, but she's there. She's like your main person. Feels grandmotherly. Now, it could be grandmother, it could be great grandmother. I don't know. Okay. Feels maternal. Okay. On the maternal side. Okay. So I'm just going to tell you that. Now, as far as this goes, intentionality, I feel like that there are things that you are supposed to be doing and you're questioning them. So give me yeses and nos, Erica, okay? So there are certain things that you're supposed to be doing regarding um regarding the IVF that you are questioning, okay? I'm supposed to tell you to follow your gut, okay? Follow your own intuition, okay? Um I really do see a pregnancy, okay? I see a pregnancy. Um, but I feel like getting there, there's gonna be some sort of hiccups. And I really want to tell you to follow, and I know I just said this, but I'm supposed to say this again. This lady is telling me to tell you, please follow your gut. If something that somebody tells you is does not feel right to you, then do not do it. That's what the lady is saying to me. She's also saying to me, which something I know definitely of, is that, everybody's body is different. So everybody's body is going to react to different things in different ways. Okay. So be aware of that. Okay. Be very aware of that. Start to get more, and I'm sure that you are already feeling pretty darn in touch with your body if you're going through IVF. But I feel like that, and I'm not saying this lightly. I'm not just saying, oh yeah, just meditate. I'm really, really wanting to tell you that meditation would be really beneficial for your specific body right now. I know that might sound silly, but I feel like that meditation for you right now would be really beneficial for you. Okay. Um, and I have to tell you, I'm seeing ups, downs. And I don't know if I'm not understanding if it's like, I'm going to talk this through to see what I get for this, but I'm not understanding if it's like emotional ups and downs, which of course you're going to have, um, or if it's like body ups and downs. Actually, now that I just said that out loud, it feels body. It doesn't, and I'm sure emotionally, of course, you're gonna have ups and downs, but I'm feeling bodily, there's gonna be ups and downs. Again, this lady, do you know? So, Erica, do you know who this lady is that I'm talking about? Do you have a maternal grandmother in spirit? Um, she's pretty amazing. This lady is really pretty cool. But she's very involved in this process for you. Okay. This lady feels very involved in this process for you. Um, Okay, so you do know who I'm talking about. Good. Um, I feel like that I'm seeing her like hugging you right now, you know? I feel like I'm seeing her just like I feel like that she's showing me this visual of you sitting in a chair, kind of like a chair and a table. You know what I mean? So like I feel like you're sitting in this chair and she's behind you just hugging you. Okay? I feel like that there are so many people yeah, there are. There are. Yeah. I mean you have a lot of uh people on the other side that are like in your corner kind of thing. Um, but I think it's so interesting. And, forgive me for saying this, but I feel like that there is there's an element to this whole IVF thing that is more than just to get a baby at the end. There's like a part of this where you're learning some stuff about yourself that is part of the process. Okay. And that's what this one lady is saying to me. She's saying, there's a lot that you're learning about yourself going through this process that you wouldn't have learned otherwise. Okay. That you have to learn in order to continue to move forward with this. Okay. And like I said, I do feel positivity at the end. I do feel like that this is going to be that there will be a pregnancy with this. Okay. So yeah, that's great. That's some really good news. But and I hate to say it this way because obviously if you're going through IVF, there are issues happening anyway, right? Um, that's really funny that you should ask that. Is it with my husband or a donor? So interesting that you should say that because right before you type that in, I was like, huh, I wonder if she's not going to be the one that actually carries the baby. So, yeah, they're throwing around all these thoughts. They're throwing around a whole bunch of different things. And you're talking about a donor. I'm actually feeling like could be a possible surrogate. But I do feel like I see a pregnancy. However that ends up, okay? I'm not getting whether it's going to be your husband or a donor. I'm not getting that. I'm actually just seeing a pregnancy. Okay? So there's that. Okay? Wow. That's really exciting now. I'm super excited for you. Um okay. So I'm supposed to pull one more card for you from the Sacred Forest deck. Okay. I'm going to pull one more card and see. Oh, this one is like lightening up. This is the card that I'm supposed to pull for you. Oh my gosh. You got the bear spirit and it says healing. And I got to tell you, the reason why I was supposed to say this is that, or pull this card, is because it's like your body healing from things, but it's about your heart healing. It's about your mind healing. It's about your soul healing. Okay. So consider that. And the last thing I'm supposed to say about this is consider that this is a journey, not of just your body, but of every aspect of your life. Okay. Your physical, your spiritual, your mental, your emotional. Okay. Oh, much love to you. Please let us know how it's going. Much love, much love. And meditate. I feel like that meditation is going to be really, really good for you. Okay? So there's that. All right, so that's all that I have time for, but I am going to pull nope, not that deck. I'm going to pull a card for everybody. Okay. And now I should have said this at the beginning, but a lot of times what happens when I do lives, if I didn't get to pull a card for you or give you a reading, sometimes something is said. Okay. Sometimes something is said where you just go, oh, interesting. Okay. And that is what you're supposed to hear. All right. So this is the card for all of us. And I love this card. It's the owl spirit and it says wisdom. Okay. Know that you have guides that are with you constantly. You are with you, they are with you for everything. Okay. And when you consider that, when you have things going on in your life that are just difficult to deal with, go into your heart space and know that in your heart, your loved ones are with you. You've got your guides with you. Okay. And they are the wisdom. I love it. Love it. That's so beautiful. What a great way to end. Awesome. Awesome. Thank you guys for being here. I'm sorry I didn't get to everybody. I go for an hour on Tuesdays. I'm trying to be here. I've been having some health challenges, but I'm trying to be here every Tuesday at 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 Eastern, and right wherever you're seeing me, because I'm on like all these different channels. So thank you guys so much for being here. Much love to you all. Have a beautiful week and namaste, everybody. Have a great night.